Hello and welcome to VR Reviews October of Terror! Today we'll be reviewing the NECA Nightmare Before Christmas Series 5 Behemoth. So yes, here we have the Behemoth. I reviewed a lot of other Nightmare Before Christmas stuff a while back, and for some reason never really reviewed him, but now I am for the mighty October of Terror. He is a pretty cool sort of minor character that you see in the movie, as they did tend to make loads of minor characters from that movie in this series. He has a sort of minimal articulation, but really nice, accurate sculpt and detail. So, yeah, let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Behemoth. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Superior Spider-Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. As you can tell, Behemoth is just a little bit taller than Spider-Man, and a reasonable amount taller than Wolverine, so he is sort of roughly in a 6-inch kind of scale, maybe 7-inch. Either way, if you want to put him in with Marvel Legends for some reason, you could probably do that. Now let's get the other two out of here and just look at the Behemoth. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Behemoth. He is wearing mostly just overalls, and they are very nicely textured and painted. They do have a very denim sort of look to them. Have a big pocket there on the front and some buttons. He also has some like weird chest hair coming up above that. The rest of him is mostly skin tone. His version of skin tone, which is very bluish gray. Some nice shading on that. He has big yellow gloves, and then he has very strange sort of squat kind of feet. And that's pretty much it. Very nicely done. Looks a lot like he does in the movie, so that's all good. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt. Zooming in on the head sculpt, you can see he's got big, bulging out, vacant eyes, a little nondescript nose there, and then his mouth has got blue lips and it's sort of slightly open. He's got some ears there on the side, and he's got some nice stitching detail up there at the top of his head, as well as an axe protruding from it. So that's all very cool. Looks very nice and very accurate, so I'm good with that. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, the Behemoth is fairly sparse, which is pretty common for this line. You get a cut joint here at the head, bulge shoulders, those go in and out and forward and back. Wrist cuts, or glove cuts, I suppose. And he has angular cuts here down at the hips. So that's pretty much it. You can't really get him into very many different poses. Pretty much just pointing or holding one of his accessories. Speaking of accessories, let's go ahead and move on to those. One of Behemoth's additional accessories is really just a whole other figure. It is the Easter Bunny. He is pink. He's got a little white tail in the back there. He's got on his Happy Easter banner. He's got on a basket, which is attached to him. That's not removable. And he's got big floppy ears there on his head. He is slightly articulated. He's got ball pegs on the shoulders, a ball peg in the head, and then he has cuts at the hips. Still not a lot of posability there, but you can slightly alter his appearance. And then he also comes with this little nutcracker that you can put in his hand if you want to. Now, that wraps it up for Behemoth and all of his accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Behemoth comes in the standard for the Nightmare Before Christmas packaging, which is a big clamshell, window here in the front, Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Behemoth features bunny, nutcracker, and axe, even though the axe is sort of in his head. On the back, you get a picture of the figure, a little description-y stuff, and a big display of all the other figures that are available. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Behemoth. Alright, that wraps it up for the Behemoth, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.